What's up everybody? Let's talk about simplifying your scenes in the layout. Alright, in my job as a 3D animator, I have to open up and animate a lot of animation shots. I'm always in some kind of time constraint, since each shot only has a certain time quota to be finished within, in order for the whole production to run on time. So one of the annoying things I have to deal with is to do some extra layout tasks in order to make my animation tasks better and more efficient. It's really problematic, and it eats up on the minutes that I have to work on my animation, things that should have been done by a layout artist before me. This is something that you should implement in your own animation work, even if you're doing this film all by yourself. Layout is about preparing the animation file to be worked on by an animator. There's a bunch of things that animators have to deal with on their own work. The best thing we can do in the layout stage is to make things ready for them, so they can do their work on time and be efficient. The best way I can think of doing this is to simplify your scenes. You've imported in your environment, your characters, your props, and you've made your camera movements from the storyboard. Now, whatever you don't see in the camera, remove them. Delete them if you can, or I guess you can just hide them from the viewport in case you need them later for rendering or for lighting purposes. Whatever the scene doesn't require, remove them from sight. For example, if a shot is a close-up of the face, then we don't need the floor for the background. Actually, if the character isn't really interacting with the background at all, just remove it altogether. If they're only interacting with a clock or a door, then only keep that. Remove everything else. If a part of the background is important for framing purposes, like a character needs to stand at a specific area where a building in the background is there, then you can keep that building only. Even better, what you can do is make some proxy environment models, just simple 3D boxes and stuff, just to show the silhouette of the buildings in the back. So this way, if you have really heavy background elements, this doesn't hinder your animator from doing their job. And like I said, if you're the animator and also the layout artist, you're doing this all by yourself, then this actually helps you on the animation stage later on. Just simplify your scenes. Animators will only be focused on making the characters come to life. There's a lot of focus that needs to be done in order to make that as best quality as possible. So we don't need to distract them with how nice the background is. The idea with this pipeline is to always make it more efficient and to add a quality control at every stage through the pipeline. Don't give extra work moving forward. Do your best at each stage of the process. So it becomes that at each stage, there's a higher level of quality being made. And at the end of the day, that's all you really want. Just a higher level at each stage, you know? Alright, have fun!